So now we are going to talk more on the acid, bases and salt, and here we are going to talk about not the hydrogen plus ions but something else which makes it acidic. It is the hydronium ion. Now how it is formed, and because of it the acidic properties comes out. Hey, what do all acids have in common? You all know H plus ions, bhaiya. You have got hydrochloric acid. Now this hydrochloric acid, now I'm going to add this in water. The moment you add hydrochloric acid to water, what happens? It will split and dissociate it into H plus ion and Cl minus ions. Okay, now put more. You'll get lot of H plus ions and lot of chlorine ions when it is put in water. They will keep on moving. टेम्परेचर तो 0 केल्विन से ज्यादा है ना, तो सब कोई आपस में यहां से वहां मूव होने लगेंगे. So you know this is called as a dissociation reaction. Hydrochloric acid when put in water it becomes H plus ion and Cl minus ions. Now the ionization has happened, the dissociation has happened. But now what next? This H plus ions combines with another molecule of H2O to give you hydronium ion. So now the researchers say that it is not only the H plus ion which gives you the acidic property, it is because of the hydronium ion. Hydronium ion is H plus H2O. This is H3O plus in the aqueous solution. Actually, why hydronium ion क्यों बनना चाहिए? Because ये जो H plus ion है ना वो stable नहीं होता, but hydronium ion is stable. Got it? Let's investigate whether all the compound which contains hydrogens are acid. By aqueous solution of acid conducts electricity due to the presence of charged particles called ions in it. क्या क्या होता है? You get H plus ions and some other negative ions, right? Now to investigate this, let me do whether all the compounds which is having hydrogen in it is an acid or not. So acid, if it is there, it has to conduct electricity. So we will make a small activity out of it. We will take a beaker, and in this beaker I'll put a rubber cork. Rubber cork, we will attach two nails, iron nails, and this nail, the first nail is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. The second nail is connected to the other end of the battery, and here you have got a switch and here you have got a bulb. Okay, now you put some hydrochloric acid solution into it, switch on this switch, then what will happen? This bulb starts glowing. What does this indicate? That the electricity is passing through this solution. We all know this happens because H plus ions and Cl minus ion in the case of the hydrochloric acid, and these charged particles make the electricity to pass through it. Same thing, same experiment, but this time we are going to do it with glucose solution. You have got glucose packet in your house, right? Take that glucose, spoonful of it, put it into water, you will get glucose solutions, right? The glucose solution is now put into this beaker. The same experiment is carried out again. Though when you switch on this switch, the bulb should glow, but नहीं हो रहा. इसका मतलब क्या? इसका मतलब ये कि भैया ये solution है ना, इसने electricity conduct नहीं करी. Why it did not conduct electricity? But because it did not have any ions in it. So all the substance which are made up of hydrogen or contains hydrogen in it, it is not an acid. It may be an acid, it may be not an acid. Only those substances which have H plus ions in it are termed as acid, right? Note this down very, very clearly. The hydrogen containing compounds like alcohol are not acid because they do not dissociate in water to produce H plus ions. Clear? Hey, acid will not show any acidic behavior in the absence of water. है ना? याद रखने वाली बात है ये कि if you don't have water, dry acid will not show any of the acidic behavior अभी तक का आपने जो भी पढ़ा. Whatever you have learned till now, this acids will not show any of the behavior which is related to acids. Okay. Why? Because in absence of water, there is no hydrogen ions, and there is no hydrogen ions, that means no acidic behavior. For this, let us take 0.5 grams of copper chloride salt in a test tube and add a few drops of concentrated H2SO4 in it. We will get some gas. This is the test tube, concentrated sulfuric acid, a rubber cork, a delivery tube which is attached to it, and we have some copper chloride salt which is put into the solution. The moment you put, the reaction starts happening. Copper chloride is going to react with sulfuric acid, which is concentrated sulfuric acid, to give us copper sulfate solution, and also you will be getting this hydrogen gas. This hydrogen gas is formed, and you can see that it comes out here from this tube. Now, how do I test whether it is an acid or a base or it is a neutral substance? For this comes handy is the dry litmus paper. You all know the dry litmus paper shows somewhat of this color. I am going to put this dry litmus paper on the path of this hydrogen chloride gas which is coming out of this test tube through this tube. There is no change in color. Strong HCl and no change in color in the blue litmus paper should become red. It is not happening. No change is taking place here. Now, if you take some moist litmus paper means you are going to dip this in water and make it wet. That's it. And now the moment you put the moist litmus paper on the path of this hydrochloric gas, this turns red. It shows you what? It shows that hydrogen ions cannot exist alone. They will always combine with water to form hydronium ion, and because this hydronium ion, this acidic property is clearly visible. Is this clear to all of you? Yes, right? No water, no acidic property. Water is there. That means the water is there. That will give you H3O plus ions, and because of this, you have the acidic property which is shown. Is it clear? Right.